Hello, and welcome to Traditional Email Training. I'm Dina London. Let's get started. So, this training will go over a traditional email in JManage. If you're looking for training on the enhanced newsletter templates, there is another training that goes over that's recorded in our support documentation area. So if you are looking to email an individual in the system, you can do that right from someone's contact record. So if I go to the individual record of Alexander Ackerman and I click on Actions, one of the options is to send an email. If I click on that, it will bring up a screen with my from address, which I will show you a little bit later where you set up your from addresses. It will obviously I'm sending it right from his record, so it's going to automatically show he's to, and then I can add a CC or BCC. I can add a template that I have in my system, and we'll go over templates a little later. I can give it a subject. I can use mail merge tokens. And I can use my editor to fashion my email address as I would in any system. But I can, because it's a full editor, I can make it fancier, change colors, graphics, fonts, what have you, or just send a regular email. I can also add an attachment to my email, and I can also schedule a follow-up activity to my email and assign it to someone else. So once I send Alexander an email from the system, it will get recorded on his activities tab, so that anybody coming to his record will be able to go to his activities tab and search on any particular activity, including email. So once I send him an email, I can search on those and then find them here. What is useful, especially for religious school, let's say the teacher wants to email the parent and wants the principal to be able to also gain access to any emails sent to school parents. So this is a way to be able to do that. It's also important in terms of staff changing that these emails are able to be accessed by the next person who takes over. So that's one way of using email in the system. You can also email people from a search. So let's say I go to advanced search and I want to bring up everyone in the board of directors and I want to send them an email. So I can bring up the group of board of directors. I can select all 5 records. And then from the actions drop down, one of the options is schedule send CiviMail, which is mass mail, or email to 50 or less contacts. In this instance, it's 50 or less. We're not sending a mass mail. We're just sending a regular email. So I'm going to click on send email. And you see here, again, the from address, the people that are receiving the email, and no, they won't all see who else is getting it. And then there is a CC and a BCC that you can add, just like the individual email. So it looks exactly the same, only you're just sending it to a group of people. So then the final way of sending an email, right, you're sending to either an individual, a group of 50 or less, or if you have 50 or more, or you're sending an email that you want tracked in such a way where you can look at click-throughs and opens, things like that, then you're going to want to be sending a mass email. So mass mailings are done through the mailings area, and we have classic and enhanced new mailing. As I said, the enhanced are for the fancy newsletter templates, and that is gone over in another training. If you want to send just a traditional new mailing, you would click on New Mailing. You would give your mailing a name. You can use a template. Again, we'll go over templates in a minute, but you have many templates in the system that you might have already created, and you can use, or you can create a new one. So there's our membership renewal statement that we are sending, and we are going to choose our all members to receive it. And then we give it a name. Again, you can use mail merge tokens. There are many mail merge tokens in the list that you can use when you set up your email. So they have to do with, like here you can see there are ones, if I wanted to say dear someone and I wanted their address to be listed, there are mail merge tokens for that. There are mail merge tokens for greeting people. There are tokens for, you can see here, greetings casual, and it gives you examples of what is used in each of the greetings, whether you wanted to say Mr. and Mrs., Mike and Judy, etc. And then there are also tokens for statements and tokens for yard sites. So you can browse the tokens that are available to merge, and it's basically, that's what it is. It's merging data from the system into your letter. So there may be lots of different times when you want to do that. You can see here membership type. So your family membership is currently in is current status, and it's coming to the end of its date, right? So you can merge in the information that's specific to the person in the search that you did. Then you can also, down here, send yourself a test message. You want to see what it looks like before you send it out. Or you can even send a test message to a group of people. So maybe other people on the staff you want to send this message to. So, and then once you are ready to send your email and you click next, you can then send it immediately, or you can schedule it to send at a later time. And then once you have sent your mass mail, here under mailings, scheduled and sent mailings, you're able to see that your mailing went out, it completed, when it was created and when it was scheduled and when it got sent. And then you can reuse it if you want. You can archive it, delete it, or you can also click on report. And when you click on that, you're going to see exactly how the people you sent it to. You could get a report on that, the people that actually received it, the people who opened it, who clicked through, etc. And so you'll be able to track all that information. If you start an email and you just don't have time to finish it, it's going to land in the draft and unscheduled email bucket. So you can click on that. It'll still be here, and then you can click continue. Now we looked at message templates. So here you're going to see message templates classic as part of your drop-down menu. When you click on those, you're going to get the classic messages that you have created in your system, or there'll be some samples if you're just getting started, and you can create your own. So you can see that you'll have ones for statements, maybe. You'll probably use the new fancy enhanced newsletter option for newsletters, but you'll use this for statements. membership letters, letters to other groups, maybe your board, your sisterhood, men's club, and thank you letters, and your yard site letters. And so you can create as many message templates as you like, though I do recommend that you keep them to a minimum, and that you label them accordingly. Ours is an example of how not to do it, right? We've got a whole bunch of ones that say statement, or we have ones that have the same name. You want to keep them unique, and easily recognizable for your staff, so that everyone knows which is the approved letter to use for a specific purpose. That's really important. And so to create a new template, you just click Add Message Template, and you give it a title and a subject. And again, you can use the MailMerge tokens to fashion it. You just develop your message template here with the editor. You can add hyperlinks, you can add images, and you can make it as unique as you would like. And then you just save it. And then once you save it, then it will be available in any of the regular email or mass email that you may put together. The last thing I'll go over to, we talked about, you can see there's a list here of archived messages as well. And then here are header, footer, and automated messages. So every message has to have, will automatically have an opt-out and an unsubscribe in it. The system will auto add it. If you want some kind of description text, it automatically does that. But if you don't like what the auto text is, you can come in here and edit it. But be very careful, because every email that goes out as mass mail has to have a domain address token, an opt-out token, and an unsubscribe token. So you don't want to delete those. But you can change the language here that is used either next to the token or after the token is clicked. Let's see. Other things that you can do, if you go here to CiviMail, under Administer, you'll see From Email Addresses. You may also see that under Your Mailings, there might also be an option for From Email Addresses. So once you go there, that's where you would put any from email address that you want to be available in the drop-down when you send an email. Keep in mind that it has to match your domain name. So if your domain name is templebestshalom.org, each email address that's in here has to have that ending to it. So staff@templebestshalom.org, Mary@templebestshalom.org. You can have as many as you want, but they have to have that ending, or the email won't go through. So that's the overview of mailing in the JManage system. If you have questions about email, mass mail, please open a support ticket by sending an email to support@jvillagenetwork.com. Or you can sign up for our weekly open office hours. And do remember, if you're looking for the training on enhanced newsletters, there is a training that's recorded on that topic, and it is in our documentation area. Thanks so much for attending.